Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at something called Clever. Now, this is one of these projects where you have to weigh up the risk to reward ratio. You know, usually the higher the risk, the higher the reward. Now, these guys do have some safety mechanisms in place that will create some reassurance. But at the same time, before you dive into projects, this is a DeFi project, and before you dive into DeFi projects, you really need to weigh up all the pros and cons. But before we get into it, if this is your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button below and you'll get notified every time a new video goes up. So let's dive into today's video and take a look at Clever. So this is the Clever website, and obviously first thing first, it's very well put together. It's very crisp, it's bold. It looks very sleek, I gotta say. So what is a Clever? Right, so let's go down here. Clever is a DeFi, decentralized finance protocol, which distributes automatic interest payments to all CLVA token holders on a pre-programmed routine cycle schedule over 888 fortnightly cycles, taking exactly 34.15 years to complete. So every 2 weeks, this thing pays out, and the payment is obviously going to be dependent on how much of the native token, the CLVA token, you actually hold. But you can get up to 11% compound interest paid out fortnightly with guaranteed automated payments for all CLV holders. So if you hold this, you will be getting a payout. Think as Clever as the digital smart way to store your wealth, which pays a significantly greater interest rate compared to now outdated everyday banking accounts. Well, we're all aware of that. They have a lot of snazzy videos put together. I'm going to run this video right now and just to give you a better understanding of how the project works.
Are you looking for a smart, easy, quick and safe way to watch money roll in each and every fortnight like clockwork by doing nothing but putting your feet up and sitting back and relaxing on the sofa? Well, with Clever, this is now a reality. Clever is the revolutionary new cryptocurrency that is fully decentralized, which means only you control your money and own it instead of leaving it in the greedy hands of banks. You and you alone have complete control over your money without anybody else being able to take it away from you, much like the way Bitcoin works. The Clever protocol automatically distributes interest payments to everybody that is holding Clever tokens in their wallet. The best thing is, it all happens automatically without you needing to do anything, and the interest is paid each and every fortnight for a total of 888 cycles. That means you receive interest every fortnight for 34 years. That's not all, it gets better. All interest is compound interest, which means every time you receive payment each fortnight, that payment is paid on the interest you just received last cycle. Interest on interest, so your money grows bigger, stronger, and much more faster. The best part about Clever is that everything happens on-chain, which means you don't need to do anything but just watch that money keep rolling in, with interest paid to you each and every fortnight with no strings attached. Now that's Clever. Clever is 100% safe and a completely secure system deployed on the Ethereum network, with a unique rule set hard-coded into the smart contract itself, making it impossible to alter. This means all interest cycles are preset, so you will always receive your interest, no matter what. With Clever, you'll earn up to a massive 11% interest paid fortnightly with compound interest, which works out to 307% interest for the first 12 months alone. Each cycle lasts for 14 days, and for the first cycle, Clever is guaranteed to pay a total of 11% interest to all token holders. Cycle 2 will provide 6% interest. Cycle 3 provides 5.9% interest. Cycle 4 provides 5.8% interest, and so on. The sliding scale continues down all the way to the end of 888 cycles. It's as easy as that. Just hold your Clever tokens and keep earning compound interest.
So I think that gives a great overview of what the project is, but I want to just keep going up here. Guaranteed fortnightly interest payments. So don't forget, you are going to be paid every fortnight if you are a CLVA holder. There's no contract terms or staking needed. Your CLVA will never be entered into any term contract or staking period whatsoever. No lock-ins or restrictions. You always have the freedom to move or send your CLVA anywhere, and your crypto is always your crypto. So a lot of these projects often penalize you if you remove your crypto from before cycle completes, but there is no penalties with CLVA. The more you own, the more interest you earn. So Clever is a 100% pure DeFi protocol. One of the nice things going on here is from the very get-go, the people behind this have issued 0 CLV to themselves. We're all aware of projects that issue massive amounts of their native token to themselves, and the problem with that is, you know, first of all, it feels unfair to the people investing in the project, and second of all, it leaves the project wide open for a dump from the people behind the project, and this has happened on numerous occasions, meaning that the investors are left holding the bag. The CLVA token minting starts at 0 supply, which means that the Clever team have 0 ability to dump the market, just like I have been talking about. So by owning CLVA, you can earn up to 307% interest. So some of the more important factors here: automatic payments. Everything happens on the chain, so you're not required to do anything. Up to 11% paid fortnightly. You have a sweet little calculator that I will show you how much you can earn depending on how much you input. So 888 fortnightly cycles. So Clever is a DeFi protocol with an automatic cycle schedule hard-coded into the smart contract. There has been an audit done on this by block hunters, and if you want to look at the audit yourself, you can just click on this link here and just have a look. Actually, so this is the Clever audit that was carried out by block hunters, and that was completed on the 23rd of December last year. This should put your mind at ease, and like I said, the Clever team owns none of the supply. So how much can you earn? Now don't forget, this is with compound interest, and honestly, with projects like this, at least at the beginning, I would be inclined to take any profits out after the 2-week cycle ends, put it in your wallet, and run the cycle again. I mean, all these graphics are extremely well done. It tells you all the different cycles: cycle 8, 168%, 163%, all the way down to cycle 26, cycle 106, and this is compound interest yielded for 6 to 10 years. I doubt any of us will be in it at that stage, but nevertheless, it is an excellently put together graphic. White paper is available. I've downloaded it, I've looked at it, it's available in multiple languages. This again would give me confidence in the project. And how do you get started? So, I mean, it is extremely simple. You simply mint your own CLVA tokens within the first 30 days. There is only a 30-day mint phase on this. And to do that, you just connect your Ethereum wallet using MetaMask via the Clever minting portal. Select the amount of CLVA tokens used to mint, and you will automatically receive the selected amount of CLVA tokens to your same wallet address. You can also do this manually, but I wouldn't recommend that. And so there's different minting phase. Each minting phase has a different mint rate, and the minting phase is from February 1st to March 2nd. And so obviously, as time progresses, you get less CLVA for your ETH. They have a very well constructed FAQs down here. And I suppose everybody's going to be asking which exchanges it will be on. And it is all going to be on Uniswap, P2P, B2B, Coinsbit, Hotbit for listing in March 21. CLVA will start trading on selected exchanges after the first 30-day initial minting phase has finalized. So that's March 3rd onwards. So guys, that is clever. Very nice site, I gotta say. Absolutely very well put together. There's a lot of videos on the site that if you're not sure about how to get going or what this is all about. And so they have really put the work in on the website. So look guys, that is the Clever protocol. A couple of things to remember here. This is the first of its kind concept brought to the market using DeFi. One of the things that impressed me is there's already been 500 ETH used to mint CLVA tokens. That's very impressive in a very short space of time. Obviously, the payments are hard-coded into the smart contract and it runs over 888 fortnightly cycles. Payments are automatically credited to your MetaMask wallet. The protocol has been audited. That's another plus. One of the big things that I didn't really mention in the overview is this is gasless. So payments are gasless, which avoids those huge gas fees we've been seeing recently on the ETH blockchain. Another positive of Clever is none of the team have been allocated tokens, and this ties in with the audit that was done by block hunters to prove that point. The big date to pencil into your diary here is March 17th. No, it's not St. Patrick's Day. I won't be around that day, but that is the day for the listing on Uniswap. Like I said, there's a lot of media articles floating about on this, so there is a bit of a buzz, there is a bit of a hype behind it. And just one more thing I wanted to show you guys here. There is a very cool little calculator that you can download and just enter the amount of CLVA tokens you're starting with, and it'll break down each cycle how much interest you can expect to get, the total running supply, and the interest growth. And it does this all the way down to the final cycle of 888. Now, there is a couple things that you might want to keep in mind. Like I said at the beginning, high risk, high reward. What I meant by that is, although there is an address on this website, I couldn't find a team behind it. And you know, that is one of the things that you got to be aware of. Secondly, these kind of compound interest contracts do have a relatively negative reputation. And that is something that you really need to consider. But one of the offsets of that is the team don't have any tokens. And so that does give me some reinsurance. Anyways, that is Clever. All the links are in the description. You can head over to our Telegram group. It's a pretty active group. Any questions, you can pop them in there or pop them in the comments box below. Let me know what you think of Clever. That about does it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.